What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're gonna just jump right into it, right? As you can see in the title, I'm gonna try to break down things as best as I can, okay? So if you do not like problem solving, like sitting there stuck for hours figuring something out, cybersecurity isn't for you. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic. I'm saying that because nobody told you that. So I am the one to deliver that message for you. Everyone talks about tools, right? But no one talks about the frustration. I feel it all the time. And sometimes I just like, okay, yeah, this is not for me. But at the same time, I know that's not the attitude I have to be successful in this field. Also, you have to really think about it. Hacking isn't just about tools. It's about how you think. It's truly about that. Like it is so deep into that you don't even understand until you get to that point. And if your mindset is wrong, nothing else matters, period. Let's actually break this down properly, right? Because I really want you to understand what I'm trying to convey. When people hear cybersecurity, they think typing fast, black terminal, and instant access. I want to break it to you. That is not real. This is not a movie, okay? Like whatsoever. And if you really want to see what hacking is like after this video, just go watch Mr. Robot. Anyways, real hacking looks like this, right? Now let me get comfortable because we're gonna have some fun here. You run something, nothing happens. You sit there, you read, you Google, you try again, and still nothing. And then randomly, something works. That's the job, right? That's what literally happens sometimes. You will have shells that just break on you or disconnect or all this other stuff like that, and you're just doing research like you think something's wrong or you're doing something wrong, and it could be chaos, but that's the job. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, because sometimes I have trouble understanding certain things, so I like to use analogies because analogies work for me. So I know other people have the same challenges I face. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you an analogy. So it's like it's like you being dropped in a maze, right? In the dark, right? And every step you take, you're not sure if it's right, but you're collecting small pieces. Like, okay, the wall is here, this path is blocked. That's literally what you're doing when you're hacking. I'm also going to say something a lot of people won't say, right? This field is not for everyone. It truly isn't. Because people see the hype, right? They see videos, they watch movies, and then they think it's like super easy. It's really not that. It is hard, it's challenging, but let me get more into it, right? So this field might not be for you, and that's perfectly okay. If you need constant validation, if you get discouraged fast, or you're just here because hacking sounds cool, you're gonna quit. Like seriously, like you're gonna quit. Because nobody is going to hold your hand in this field. For example, in my Discord, we have 200K members, right? Plus, and we always have people coming in asking like, oh, can somebody mentor me? Can they like basically walk them through everything? And that's not the mindset you want to have, because if you're constantly have someone walking you through something, you basically cut out the challenging parts that's supposed to help you develop as a hacker or pen tester or whatever, because you want to create those narrow pathways, those new ones. But if you never have those challenges, then you don't gain the experience. So when people come in my Discord asking for help, we point them in the right direction, but we nudge them, right, where they start to learn how to Google things and look for information and stuff like that. But that's another topic. The Discord link will be in the bio if you guys want to join in and you need more, like if you need assistance, like you need that nudge, we got you. The people who succeed are the ones who sit there and go, I don't get this, but I'm going to figure it out anyways. That's the attitude you're supposed to have all the time. You get stuck, you sit there, you internalize it, and then you get back to it. And you just try to figure out different ways how to approach the problem, because it's not always one way to solve something. So let's talk about the hacker's mindset, because I want to lock this in, because this is absolutely everything. You have to question everything. Why is this parameter here? Why did this server respond like that? Why did that error show up? That why mindset is what separates beginners from people who actually get good. And there's a technique that you can, do your research called the 5 whys, and hackers use that a lot. And I know you guys heard this growing up and you're still hearing it, trial and error. And I just want you to understand you're not supposed to get it right at the first time. You're supposed to try something, fail, adjust, and try again, over and over and over and over again. That's not you being bad. That's literally the process. For example, with me doing CTFs, I used to watch other people do it and I could not understand any of it at all, right? I went to go venture out on my own and try it and I failed, I got discouraged, I got nervous and I started doubting myself like I don't get this. But then I realized the reason why I don't get it is because I'm not familiar with it, right? Just like when you first start to learn how to ride a bike, right? You start messing up, you start falling, you scrape your knees and stuff like that, but you didn't stop. And the reason why you're able to ride it is because you kept going, you kept trying. So trial and error. So the next thing I want to talk about is pattern recognition, because that's also a key part of the puzzle. After a while, things start to look familiar. You see a login page and think, okay, I see something like this before. That's when you start to know that you're gaining experience. Here's another part. Don't trust input. And let me explain what I mean by that, right? If you see a website that lets you type something, you should be thinking, what happens if I break this? What happens if I send something unexpected? That's where vulnerability comes from. Now, I'm going to step into this, right? And introduce methodology. Now, this is where people mess up. They skip the steps. They skip the whole, everybody want to be a hacker, but when you start trying to do hacker stuff, people don't want to learn the fundamental. They want to skip over everything. And this is why they fail horrendously. Like, look at the skids out here. So now we're going to get into the steps, the fun part, right? I just talked your ear off about a whole bunch of stuff that is important. Hopefully it doesn't go through one ear and out the other, because I'm guilty of that. Anyways, step 1, Recon, right? Recon is just looking, right? You see these glasses I got on, right? So I got, you looking, all right? Not attacking, just understanding what exists, because you see something don't mean you just jump to it, right? Now let me elaborate, right? What ports are open? What services are running? What domain info exists? These are the questions you should be asking yourself when you're doing recon. You're building your mental map. Step 2, enumeration. If you take one thing from this video, enumeration is where you win or lose. This is where you slow down and you're like, okay, I see a web server. You want to know what version, what directory exists, any hidden endpoints, any login pages. You're not rushing, you're investigating. So basically, Recon is seeing the house, enumeration is checking every door, every window, every possible way in. Step 3, okay, now you're not throwing random attacks. You're using what you've learned. Oh, this form takes this input. What if I inject something? What if I manipulate it? This is targeted, not random. Step 4, privilege escalation, one of my favorites. Most beginners stop after getting access. That's not the goal. The goal is control. It's always been control. So let me explain what I mean by that. You might get in a low-level user, right? But there could be misconfigurations. Basically, CUID files, weak permissions, something that lets you go higher. This part is like you got inside the house and now you're trying to get the master key. Step 5, real-world thinking, right? In real pen testing, this is where you document everything. I know people are gonna be like, oh, that's boring, that's tedious, but it is super important. That's what cuts you the checks, because your job isn't just to hack, it's to explain what happened. Let's talk about tools now, right? And I'm gonna be blunt with you because that's just how I am. Tools are overrated. And before you have a panic attack, fall over, and we have to call 911, let me explain what I mean. So common tools, right? Map, this is telling you what's there. Burp sweep, this is you intercepting and modifying traffic. You have GoBuster and FUF, finding hidden paths that people don't link. Hydra, trying password fast. John and Hashcat, cracking passwords offline. None of these tools think for you. And I'm going to say something I'm going to say something I want you to always remember. A beginner with 50 tools is just a beginner. An experienced person with 5 tools is dangerous. Guys, it's super crucial that you practice, 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 practice. Okay? I need you to really pen to paper, keyboard to input, like I practice. And I'm going to share resources that I love. Hack the Box is one of them. That was one of the first platforms I learned everything from. This is where things get real, and they truly like they don't really hold your hand, right? They give you a push, right? And we that's the push you need, because you this is not a field that you should have your hand held in. So basically they just teaches you how to figure it out on your own. There's this other one that a lot of people don't talk about, and I just want to give them their flowers and give the spotlight on them. And they're called Pwn College. Pwn College is more structured when it comes to other like academies and all that stuff like that. And I'm not even talking about Hack the Box. Hack the Box is just some, a platform I love, but I'm talking about over every other platform. Pwn College is way more structure. It actually teaches you why things work, and which is something a lot of platforms don't do well. And you have another one called Portswigger, but there's a whole bunch of other ones, and I'll just list them in the description for you. And also bug bounties. Bug bounty is where you're now in the real world when it comes to all the stuff you learn, or you want to challenge yourself. You want to challenge yourself, like, because there's real companies, real vulnerabilities, and real money. But here's the catch. You need to be patient, because you might not find something for a while. And here's how to actually get good, right? Consistency beat everything. Even 1 or 2 hours a day. Don't jump around too much. Stick with challenges until you understand it. Don't just jump because you want to get to the fun stuff. So the biggest mistake is people rushing to the answers. If you copy a walkthrough without understanding it, you don't learn anything at all. You're doing yourself a disservice. And I can't stress this enough. Note taking. Take notes like your future self depends on it, because it does. Write down what worked, what didn't, why something worked. That's how you build your own playbook. There's a moment where everything changes, and it's not overnight. You'll start recognizing patterns. You'll start thinking ahead. You'll stop guessing, and you'll start testing with purpose. That's when you know you're getting good. So if you're getting into cybersecurity, stop chasing tools, stop looking for shortcuts, train your brain, because at the end of the day, that's what makes you dangerous. I do hope this helped you guys. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, because that will help me create good videos for you guys. And you can also tell me where you get stuck so I can make videos to help you through your journey. Thank you guys for your support, and you have a nice day.